Alright guys, thank you for purchasing LeadBlasta, and you're going to love this application. You're absolutely going to love using this. What I suggest you do is train some virtual assistants how to use this. Okay, that's what I do, because sometimes you just don't have time to do it, but you know the value of getting these done. And at least if a virtual assistant can start to put the sort of core parts of a checklist together for you, and then you can come and sort of make it a little bit more bulked out. You can put some extra information, etc., on your own once you've got that basic sort of format in there, which is what I do from time to time as well. Okay, so when you first register, you're going to have to confirm your email. When you have confirmed your email, you will come into here and you just want to go over to the licenses and add your license. Okay, and then you can do some other things as well. Once we have added in for the email opt-in, we will have that there as well. But for right now, we don't have that setting in here. So you will have some settings where you can add your autoresponder. Okay, I will do a separate video on that. Now for creating an app, let's cover that. It's very, very quick and very, very easy. You would just come in here and click on create app. Okay, and you choose the package that you want to work with. So I'm going to choose this one here. Okay. And then you're going to, sorry, I just lost my thought and my train of thought there, because my license key is showing here and it really put me off. We shouldn't be showing the license key. It should be started out because somebody else can copy it. I'll have to go and change my license key now. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put in the title. Now when you're doing a title for these, think about how you want to do it. Okay, think about the title, what's going to be appealing to people. People mostly are searching from in the Chrome store, and how you're driving traffic to your Chrome store as well is really entirely up to you how you want to do it. But what I suggest you do is that you have a similar title, very, very closely similar title, if you're doing it via paid ads like YouTube advertising or Facebook advertising, or even from YouTube. If you've done a video about your checklist, for example, and you've done a video about it, have something very, very, very similar, so that when people go over there, it's not too sort of far away from what they expected to get as far as like even the wording is concerned. Okay, so what I like to do is what's called the ROT formula, ROT formula. Okay, and that is basically results, objections, and time. The thing is with the ROT formula or ROT formula is that you can mix it up any variation of that. You can do it that the objection is at the end and time is in the middle, etc., and it will still work every single time. So say for example my YouTube SEO checklist. Okay, so what is it? It's a YouTube SEO checklist. Now what is it for? To help you to get more rankings and traffic from YouTube. By when? Within days, or within minutes, or within hours sometimes. And what would the objection be? Hi, I don't know anything about SEO. Even if you don't know SEO, so you would have something like that. That's a way to construct it. Okay, so you can put in here, drive traffic within minutes, or you can drive traffic today. Let's do drive traffic today, even if you know nothing about SEO. Okay, something like that. Okay, so you can see here's a result, desired result, drive traffic, by when, today, objection, even if you know nothing about SEO. So if you follow that ROT formula, you can see how powerful that is. Okay, so you want to play around with that, of course. So I would want to put in here like drive YouTube traffic, etc., etc., and play around with it. If you just keep to that formula, you won't go wrong. You won't go wrong. Or the other way is how to get a desired outcome without having to do something, like how to lose 10 pounds in belly weight without giving up cakes, that kind of thing. You can do as well. It just works. Okay, those kind of headlines, they always work. I like this one because it helps me to be able to both create a short headline, and I can easily expand that to go into a longer description. Okay, now this is really crucial, and this is a great thing to do with YouTube as well. If you're doing YouTube description optimization, you have that first 3 lines underneath your video that people can see. Now you don't need to put a link in there. Okay, what you want to do is actually use it for something like this, because if you expand that out, so instead of me saying like drive YouTube traffic today, even if you know nothing about SEO, what you can do is put in here, learn how to, in this video I'm going to show you how to drive YouTube traffic as soon as today. And you've got more words to play with here, so you can explain it more. You can put in like words like as soon as today, even if you don't know anything about SEO. And I'm going to show you step by step. Okay, so you would have that first 3 lines covered like that just by using exactly the same formula. So the same formula, you can have abbreviation for your title. Okay, you can expand it into 3 lines for your YouTube description kind of thing, and it's the same one we're using here. Okay, it's exactly the same, so we can just expand that out. Okay, now we got 3 different places where you can put a link in here. Okay, let me show you from here. As I mentioned before in one of the sales videos that I did, that the Chrome extension is not full width of the screen. You can see this is actually one of the examples of the first sort of theme that we had built. Okay, so you can see it's this wide. Okay, now when you're doing that, you can see this home button here. That is a link here, and then you have a link here as well, and then you have another link down here as well. So when we're in here, it's going to ask you for the home URL. Okay, so that's just this one here. We will put this original theme back in as well, guys. I like this theme, so it's gone back in. And the home button will look like a button, and the icon you put in here, you'll be able to upload your own as well. Okay, so you can put in a home URL. That might be that you want to put just for your main blog, for example. Okay, so if I do it for me, I might want to put Anthony Hayes Online or LeadBlasta.com or something like that, LeadBlasta.com, whichever site I wanted to promote at that time. Okay, the CTA next to the top is going to be the call to action, and the CTA link is going to be in here. Okay, so just open this up. So we've got a call to action and we've got a link. Okay, and again at the bottom we got the same thing as well. Okay, so you just fill in what you want here, and you can choose as well which one of these, or one of all of these. I just check all of them. You don't need to use them, it's entirely up to you. Just check all of them and it's done. Okay, and here you can put in some description as well. Now once you have saved that, I'm not going to save this one because it's not filled in. Then if I click on edit an app that I've got in here, let's do the YouTube SEO checklist. That's the one I was working on. Edit. Then you can come in, you can choose your theme then. Very simple. Any theme that you want to choose, you can just click on it, give it a second, it will give you a preview of that particular theme. Okay, and you can play around with this. Let's go for orange light. Not bad. Orange dark. It's okay. Whatever one you want to use. Okay, so we will keep improving these, we will keep building them out, and you can change them at any time in the future as well. Okay, it's all done. You just click and apply the theme, and that's it. It will be updated within the Chrome store, changed within the Chrome store with that theme. Okay, so then you come into your category section. So there's 2 ways to do this. You can do like a whole bunch of categories at one time and then go in and put your items. But when you create a new category, say for example this one is a YouTube SEO, so I'll just put in additional SEO tips. Got my typo as usual. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do my typos, would it? Okay. Additional SEO tips. I've got the caps lock on, that's why. Okay, so I'm just going to click on add that category. Now in that category I might want to add some other things, okay, so from what I've already done. So what I can do then, just do some basic things. I'll put in an item like add a call to action at the end of your video, okay, and we can click on add a new item. If you want to put a link in here, you can. You will see it pre-fills with any links you've already put in here already, okay, so any links you put in that first bunch of fields that you had to do, it will show here, okay, so if you want to, you can do that. You don't have to put your link, that's optional, okay, so there's two ways to do it. What I used to do when I first started to create this, because I had somebody else actually building the app for me, I would just put it into a spreadsheet or I put it into a Google Doc. So I would have my category and list my items, category, list the items, etc., etc., and he would fill it all in for me with the app until we had the ability to spit out Chrome extensions basically using this. So the other way that I started to do it once we started to get like this was I would just add maybe 8 or 10 categories, and then for each category I would go and add the items. So I would do like the categories all at one time, then the items for each category afterwards. It's entirely up to you how you like to work, okay? Sometimes you can do it in a Google Sheet, for example, and just do like columns and rows and figure it out like that. Then it's just a copy paste job for you or for a virtual assistant, pardon me, to do for you. Okay, so that's basically how to use it. There's nothing really difficult here. What you will notice as well is I've got my add a call to action at the end of the video. What I can do is I can hover over here, you can see add a bullet point. So I can put in here, use end screens for related videos to earn more views, okay, something like that. So this is the YouTube SEO one, so that would make sense. Add the bullet point. Now I can go and add another bullet point in here. Add a link to your website from YouTube cards, something like that. That's just an example. I'm not going to keep that one. And you would just click on save then, and so you've got this here. So if I go and click on the preview now, I go into the additional SEO tips in here. You can see add end screens, add the link. Now that would update if I saved that now and I was actually live on the, if this was live on the Chrome store right now, if I click on save the changes now, then it would save successfully. It would be updated in the Chrome store as well at the same time. Now I'm just scrolling up here because you can see here like save categories. Sometimes you will see everything sort of lights up in pink color. It's just reminding you to go and save, okay? It's just something that we have built in to remind you to go and save. Depending on some actions happening, it just gets activated. If that happens, just scroll up to the top and save your categories. So that's basically it. There's not much more really I can show you from here. It's just really easy to use. I'll do a separate video for the push notifications and for the ads, okay? I haven't used them myself yet. I've been using the old version of the tool for a long time. It's going to take me a day or two just to really get into the swing of using a new application. But you can see I've done so many in here that it's not that hard to do once you've got it. The motivation's there when you know that you can just update in real time and it gets updated in the Chrome store. It's a lot different from when I first started to do it. So you've got it really easy, guys. You've got a fantastic tool here, and make the most out of it. It's a fantastic tool. Okay, so let's see if I click on, scroll back up again. Yeah, I'm not seeing right now where I can put my advertising. That's what I'm kind of confused with here. So I don't think he's added that yet. That will be added in tomorrow. So I'll do a separate video on that because I don't see where to even add the advertising. Let's see if there's anywhere else. Not yet. Okay. Also, yeah, the apps in here, if you've got a lot of apps like I've got here, you can see I've got like 34 different apps. It's kind of hard to find your apps after a while. Okay, once you start to build them, you've got this advanced search thing here. Okay, underneath the search, well, you've got a search here that you can look for it, but if you want to go and find by filter or by, you know, a link to a website, for example, if I type in here I am soup, okay, then it will show me just the ones that's got I am soup. Things like that. Okay, I haven't got any for I am soup right now, but that's how it would work. Okay, so that's basically it. I mean, everything's kind of self-explanatory. We'll cover this kind of thing a little bit more in webinars, but just just watch this video. You probably don't even need to watch the video for long to understand how to use it. I will do separate videos for individual things as well, so it's easier for you later. So that's it for now. That's all I can really give you for now. Thanks.